Hello, music world. Today we're going to be discussing Highly Suspect's brand new second album, The Boy Who Died Wolf. And I'm going to delve into this record and what I thought about it, the good, the bad, the ugly. The first thing I'd like to say is wow, what a quick turnaround. After releasing their first record basically a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, they're out with a second record already, which I have to say, today in today's music world, that's a very quick turnaround. Now, this record was preceded by a couple of different singles. The song called Serotonia, which came out, I'm going to say earlier in the year, maybe in April, May, something like this. I should do more research on this stuff, right? But then My Name is Human, which came out a couple of weeks ago. And I was very hyped up about this record because I really liked their first record, parts of it. Parts of it I liked, parts of it were just okay. I loved the very bluesy feel that they had. You could tell that a lot of their music was rooted in the blues. I really liked that about them, and I was hoping to find a lot more of that with the new record. However, it looks like they're kind of trying to take a little bit of a twist and a turn on this record than they did on the first one. Now, I will say that I do like this record, but it is a little bit different, and we'll get into that. But I do want to touch really quick on the fact that Highly Suspect used to be a cover band. They used to cover other people's songs. There is one cover on here, but there are other songs which you could say were covers in a way, not direct covers of other people's music, but basically covers of their style. And let's kind of go a little bit song by song real quick, and I'll tell you my opinions, good and bad, on what I thought about the songs. Now, My Name is Human, I heard before the record actually came out, and I liked it immediately. I thought My Name is Human was a good song that reminded me of Lydia and Bloodfeather off the first record, and it was that same sort of style. So that's why I said before I was thinking that maybe this record would just be Mr. Asylum Part 2, but it wasn't, which is a little exciting in a way. But I could tell almost immediately when the second song started playing, Look Alive, Stay Alive, which has a lot of punk in it. It really was not pleasing to my ears. There are parts of the song that are okay, but overall, I don't necessarily like that song. It's one that I will skip over if I'm listening to the record as a whole. And then we come to the song called Little One, which kind of reminds me a little bit of a mid-90s, indie rock, Sex and Candy and that type of stuff. But it's got a really hooky chorus to it, which catches you. The rest of the song is just okay, but the chorus is really nice on that one. The song For Billy, just so-so. I didn't really like that song all that much. I thought it was okay. Lyrically, really nice song. In fact, most of this record lyrically is really solid. I think that I don't know if Johnny's the one that writes the lyrics to it, but he's a good lyricist if he does. I'm assuming he does. Most vocalists write their own lyrics, but you never know. Then we come to the song Serotonin, which I actually had heard months previous to the record coming out. And I liked it immediately. They had a video out for it a long time ago. And Serotonin is a good song, kind of long song, but I feel like the last 2 minutes of that song are the best 2 minutes of that song. So maybe they could have condensed the song a little bit more, but hey, it's their song, so they can do what they want to. Now we're getting to the part of the record which I was talking about before. Song number 6 is a song called Posters, spelled kind of weird. But to me, this song was a cover of a style. And the style of that being Silverchair, late 90s Silverchair to be precise, or early 2000s Silverchair. The song sounds like Silverchair. Johnny's voice sounds like Silverchair. Almost everything about this song sounds like Silverchair. So I actually thought it might have been a cover when I first listened to it, just because it struck me so hard as a Silverchair type song. But anyway, really good song. One of actually the standout songs on this record. Then the next song is a cover, Send Me an Angel, of a really, really popular 80s song. I actually know the origin of them doing this cover because I saw a video of an interview they did back at the beginning of the year, where they were talking about going into the studio and writing songs. One of the hosts, or the host of that interview, gave Johnny a copy of the movie called Rad, which was an old BMX movie from the 80s, and he's a BMXer, a former BMXer, and so there is a song off of that. The song Send Me an Angel is off of that, and even in the interview he mentions to the other guys in the band, hey, we should do a cover of that. And it's kind of neat where you can see the origin of and you guys should go back and check out the interviews, and I'll try to link that down below in the video. Anyway, we get to the 8th song called Viper Strike, which is kind of a really weird song. It almost feels like they want to do a little Butthole Surferish kind of, talking through the verse section of the song. But then it gets to the chorus, and man, does it sound like the Killers. I mean, it sounds like the Killers. Almost as if it were a cover of the style of the Killers, which it sounds like it might be. Anyway, it's not a bad thing, I don't think, to cover a style. I mean, there's a lot of bands that do that. But when you sound so much like another band, I mean, like I said again, his vocals sound like the Killers, the music sounds like the Killers, everything sounds like the Killers in that song, which I like the Killers, so that's good for me. I actually like that song. The verse part, I mean, you could tell there's a lot of political rhetoric going on, talking about racism, talking about Jesus and different things like that. But the next song is FWYT, which stands for F What You Think. I didn't like this song at all, really. I mean, it's basically, I mean, it sounds like almost like a rap song that doesn't have any rapping to it. It's a weird, really weird, almost like hey, we need another song. Let's just make something up on the fly and throw it in there. So I think that one should probably not have been on the record, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, so number 10, Chicago, a really nice piano ballad. I actually really like that song, but it's kind of slow, kind of it sounds like a sad, really a lyrical song, almost like I don't want to say Billy Joel because it doesn't sound anything like Billy Joel, but that's what I thought of when I listened to it, because it's a piano ballad and it's really lyrical and the lyrics are kind of saddish, But anyway, get to the last song on the record called Wolf. Wolf is a decent song. Again, it kind of is a little bit too long for me personally, and the last half of the song is just kind of, kind of ambiance, I guess you could say. The instrumentals in that song kind of take me out of it and kind of make me tired almost, listening to the end of that song. But, the first half of it, if they had condensed it somehow, it might have been better for me, but I don't know. So anyway, that's a little bit about that record, the tracks on that record. I feel like maybe they're still going through a little bit of growing pains as a band. They haven't really been a band all that long, I think since about 2010 or 2011. And so they, every band has to find itself and find its style over time. So I'm looking forward to the future for Highly Suspect. I think they're a good band, and I think they're going to put out some good stuff in the future. but I'm going to have to say that The Boy Who Died Wolf is going to get a big 06 for me. 6 out of 10. So again, thank you guys for listening. Check out some of my other reviews. I'm going to be putting up reviews a lot from here on. So check them out. And if you like this video, hit the like button. Leave me a comment. Please interact with me. I love to interact with other people, get their opinions. What did you think of Highly Suspect's new record? Did you think it was good? Did you think it was bad? What are the good points? What are the bad points? Let me know, and I'd be happy to talk with anyone about it and get their opinion. So thanks a lot for watching this video, and y'all have a great day.